All right, it looks like we are live. Hello, this is Cute Pixel and Agent Smith coming to you via the Dynamite Studios Twitch channel. We are here today to play a little bit of Qorcraft. Gonna talk about how it works, give you some tips and tricks on how to play, and just mess around and have some fun here. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Qorcraft, I know we've talked about it a lot. It's this custom Minecraft game that Agent Smith and I have been working on for a little while here. And it's played within the Minecraft game world. To start, you need to have this Spyglass that I have equipped here. And once you equip that, you enter in the mysterious world of Qorcraft, where all of a sudden you see these items, Qorways and anchors that you don't normally see in the world. In fact, there's one right out here. Hey, there's Agent Smith. Hey, buddy. And this is the Qorway right here. So yeah, one of the first things we wanted to show off here. Oh, sorry, were you talking there, Agent Smith?
Yeah, I was just gonna make the intro here, so we have it for the future video. We're playing Qorcraft, the wildly, incredibly popular game.
Yeah, well, I did that while you're, not listening to the audio, apparently.
Did you say it was incredibly popular? We need that for a year from now.
Yeah, well, it is incredibly popular, and people are banging down our doors to play it.
Exactly. All right, I want to blow your stuff up. Where are we starting now?
Yeah, let's start over here. It's actually getting close to nighttime. We might need to go to bed before we go too far here, but and I own this land, so I could put my bed down, but you might be kind of SOL, so that's a you problem, I guess, though. And so one of the things with Qorcraft is it is a hidden world underneath the usual Minecraft world. And so when you're just playing Minecraft, you aren't going to notice the Qorcraft world underneath of you. But you don't see the Qorcraft stuff when you're just playing the regular Minecraft game. In order to see the Qorcraft stuff, you have to equip equip the Spyglass, and all of a sudden all of the Qorcraft stuff now appears. And so we can see the Qorway right in the center. That's this flashing blue beacon. And then these white and blue stacks to the left or right of it are anchors. You use anchors to power up Qorways and control them for your team. And the more anchors you have that are higher level, the more powerful, the higher level your Qorway gets. However, you have an opposing team. Enemies can blow up your anchors and try to neutralize your Qorways. And so when you blow up anchors, you use an item called a nuke, and nukes have an area of effect. And so whoever put all these anchors all in a row here isn't really the best placement, because it makes it so much easier to blow them up. So Agent Smith is going to demonstrate that for us by blowing them up in front of us live on stream.
Gasp, says the lemon.
No!
I'm going to use a level 4 nuke. It does 100 damage to the anchor I'm standing by. But for example, this one that's away from me, it has 340 in it right now, the core reservoir. So click this. Boom. One's down. So this one went down from, 255 to 155. This one over here went from 340 to 240. So we're so close that it's doing full damage to all of these, which is awesome.
And for our viewers at home, I've opened up the map, and it's actually up in the upper right-hand corner of the stream. And I'm hovering over that Qorway so you can actually see these changes live as Agent Smith does it. So the same information that Agent Smith is reading off, you can actually read as well.
All right, I'm blowing your crap up.
Blowing my crap up? All right. Continue to blow my crap up.
Another level 4. Boom. Something die? Yeah, one gone. Oh, two gone. And we'll just kill this one too.
We just got a message here. Qorway has been downgraded to level 2.
Boom.
Now it's level 1. So there's one Qorway or one anchor remaining. The last one is over here somewhere. And so the benefit of moving these Qorways, well, off into the distance, is they're harder to blow up.
Move the anchors.
The anchors, yes, sorry, the anchors, Qorways, anchors. I invented all these terms, and yet you would think I would remember them, but I obviously cannot.
Too old. This is a level 4 Qorway, but since we killed 3 of the anchors, there's just one left, so it goes down to level 1.
Yep, the level of a Qorway is equal to the number of anchors of a particular level. So to be level 1, you need 1 level 1 anchor. To be level 2, you need to have 2 level 2 anchors. Level 3, 3 level 3 anchors, and so on. Now this anchor is, I believe, level 4. We can see that. We can say it's owned by Kuhn Pixel. See, it is level 4. The reservoir is down to 321 out of 400. And so that takes a little bit more to just push it over and kill it here. So Agent Smith, do you want to finish a job on this, or shall we want to start working on building this one up?
Of course I do.
All right, yeah, let's go finish this off then.
But that's the interesting thing to note. Sometimes when you see on the map or in the game an anchor that has, this should be a level 1 or a level 2, but it's level 4. Like, how the heck did that happen? Well, that's how it happened. How much does this have? 321. Man, that's it. And this kind of showcases, right? When they're all together over there, I could blow it up with 4 nukes. But when they're separated as far as you can get, now I have to come over here and blow this one up separately. So I got to get through another 321 of the reservoir here. So I'll do a level 4.
And it is gone.
So that cost me 4, and each one cost me 800 core to fire those off.
So that was pretty expensive then.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we did that to showcase the benefit of placing the anchors far apart, but also so we can showcase how to build up a coreway once it's already neutral. So to build up a coreway, you need anchors. I'm going to pull up my Qorcraft inventory and show you what that looks like. When you're playing Qorcraft, this is what your inventory looks like. You have your anchors at the very top. I have 0 level 1, 10 level 2s, 5 level 3s, 5 of 4, 5 of 5, and 5 of 7, 5, 6, 7, 0 of 8, and 0 of 9, because we have yet to see a coreway reach quite that high. The nukes are in the middle row here. I've got 0 level 1 nukes, 0 level 2, 2 level 3s, 20 level 4s, 17 level 5s. So quite a few nukes as well. To take this over, I need to lay down a level 1 anchor, which I don't have any. So to do that, first I need to get one. And to get one, you click on the coreway and then click search. And I see down below I received 1 anchor, and it cost me 100 core to do that search. Core is kind of the basic building block of everything in the game. It powers everything you do. It's that number you see slowly counting up at the top of my screen.
Right below that bar, it's blue on yours. On my screen, it shows red. So that's where you go if you need to remember what team you're on, because especially when people are starting that. I don't know what I selected. And then yours says 104,000, so clearly you've been cheating.
Well, I've been preparing for this stream other than not updating my graphics card drivers or anything important like that.
Right. Gotta get that core.
So since I have 1 level 1 anchor, let's go ahead and claim this for blue. Again, I click on the coreway, click on the level 1 anchor, and now it tells me choose a location to place it. I can place up to 10 blocks away times the level of the anchor. So a level 1 anchor, I can go 10 blocks away. Level 2 anchor, I can go 20 blocks away. Level 3 anchor, 30, and so on. Again, we want to get some distance, so I'm going to go up to, as far as I can get, 10 blocks. Perfect. And there it is. Now, once we have a coreway at level 1, you can begin to build up the coreway to level 2. And to do that, you upgrade existing anchors to level 2 or place a new level 2 anchor. However, you can only have 1 of your own anchors on a coreway. And so my only option is to upgrade my own anchor. I'm going to immediately do that and say upgrade. You have to have a level 2 anchor in this case, or 1 greater than the one that's already there. So it's level 1, I need a level 2. Click upgrade, and now I can place this up to 20 blocks away. You can move it to a new location. So always good to move to a more distant location every time you upgrade. And so if we were to get a second player to lay down a level 2 anchor on this coreway, it would all of a sudden become a level 2 coreway. Or Agent Smith can show us how to blow it up again. Up to him.
All right, so I'm over here. I click the coreway. I pick my level 2 anchor, which I have none of. To get a level 2, it would take a while here. This is a level 1. To get a level 2, there's a 25% chance when you're searching a friendly coreway of getting a level up. There's a 5% chance of getting 2 levels up. So if this were the only coreway in the world, then it would take, on average, 4 searches. There's a 2.5 minute cooldown, so that's 10 minutes of searching. But usually you don't have to do that. unless you're, building something up for the first time in the world in your life, or actually the entire servers, we just go and find some other level 2 or even a level 3.
Yeah, let me go bring up the map real fast to actually show people what this looks like. And so there's a level 3 that's not too far away from where we are. There's a level 2 that's a good deal away. And so you can always open up the map to look for things. So if you need level 2 gear, your best choice is to get that from a level 2 Qorway. But you can also, when you are searching a Qorway, you get gear one level lower, the level of, one level above, and 2 levels above. So if you have a level 2 Qorway, you can get anywhere from level 1 to level 4 gear. And so if you're really stuck and you have no other option, you can, yes, grind on that one Qorway, but your best bet is to either find one of a more appropriate level, and if you want, you can always go search multiple Qorways. Yeah, there's a 2.5 minute cooldown for searching on Qorways. I'll show you what that looks like here. I'll go search on this and activate that cooldown. Search, and then search again. It says cooldown, search and cooldown, remaining time is 148 seconds. But I can go search another Qorway, and that cooldown is per Qorway. Well, let me go bring up the map here. I'll hide. So we have Cute Pixel with a level 2. And so Agent Smith just has a newly acquired level 2 anchor that he's going to use through the Dynamite player.
So I'll open inventory, click on the Qorway, take this level 2, and most effective would be if I went found a spot, built it up over here in the water, directly opposite yours. But I'm not going to quite do that. So I'm just going to go this way a bit.
Yeah, as we said before, always good to try to go as far as you can. Now, one thing to note when placing anchors, and in fact, I'll demonstrate this now. I'm going to go upgrade my level 2 anchor to be level 3. Since this is now a level 2 Qorway, we can start upgrading things to level 3. So I'll go ahead and start that now. I have a level 3, so I start the upgrade process. And I can go up to 30 blocks away. Now, one thing to note is if I want to go in the water, I can do so. But I can't do that without walking away more than 30 blocks, but I'm able to do so. So I can actually walk far away and then walk back. I forget, can we build anchors in the water? Is that allowed?
You cannot. And so, right, this is what makes Qorways that are by water kind of tough, especially ones out in the ocean. You'd first kind of have to walk out to figure out where you want it, and then you have to build a pillar or something up, and then go back and do it again. To place an anchor, there has to be 4 blocks of air. So you can't place it under a tree where there's leaves above, things like that.
But I'm able to go to this nearby island and plop it down, so that works. Perfect. So we got 2 level 2s, pretty distance from each other. And when someone builds up a 2 level 3s, I should say, and then when someone else stops by and drops off their 3rd level 3, this will be a level 3 Qorway. These are much more distant, so there's this one over here, then this one on that small island I just visited. Previously, we had 3 in a row right next to it, and Agent Smith had a very easy time blowing those up. Now, these 2 that are farther apart will be much more difficult to blow up. Someone will have to take a little more time and effort to blow those up, and it'll take more inventory, more nukes to do so.
And so something interesting that I think we probably won't demonstrate here, but you need to be close to use the nuke on an anchor. The Y coordinate, so the vertical coordinate, is not taken into account. So, for example, somebody could have thought, well, I'm going to dig all the way down to bedrock and put my anchor down there and then cover it back up. And so if somebody wants to get next to it, they've got to go through all this work. That's not actually the case. If you just stand on the dirt 100 blocks away and detonate a nuke up there, it'll take care of the one down below. And so if you're looking around, can't find an anchor for a Qorway on the map, and you could, I don't know if you talked about this or not, but the coordinates are on the map in that pop-up. So you just go to those coordinates and you set it off, and you'll kill the anchor even if you can't see it.
See, so I'm opening up my Qorcraft inventory here. Note that there is a limit on items. I'm at 99 out of 100. And so I like to maintain my inventory a little bit and get rid of stuff I don't need. So I have a level 3 anchor. I like to keep all my anchors at 5 count. So I am standing next to an anchor, a red team anchor. This is the Qorway nearby that it belongs to. Let's go take a look at this anchor, see how strong it is. Owned by Agent Smith. Excellent. I love blowing up his stuff.
Hey.
Reservoir is 110 out of 200, so I can use some cheap gear to blow this up here. So to blow stuff up, you need nukes. I open up my Qorcraft inventory, and my lowest level nuke is level 3, so I click that. Then it says click air to fire it. It fires. That cost me 600 core, and let's see what damage it did to this anchor. It's down to 35, so if I do it again, it will go away. Let's do it again. Open inventory, click the nuke, click air, and it vanishes. Poof! And now we can take this over. Now again, I have no level 1 anchors, so I always start by searching a level or a neutral Qorway that gives you a level 1 anchor. And then place this. Again, I can go 10 blocks away. Now the one thing I do is I like to upgrade my level 1 to a level 2 right away. That helps speed up the process to turning this into a level 2 Qorway, because now the next player who stops by with a level 2 anchor can upgrade that right away. Anytime I stumble upon a Qorway that I don't have an anchor on yet or that I can upgrade, I could do that right away. And that's kind of one of those tricks I would suggest for people, is to always upgrade everything you see. I know a lot of players like to focus on just building up one Qorway, which is okay, but one high-level Qorway is okay, but a bunch of high-level Qorways are so much easier. So you can search friendly Qorways, which we've been doing a little bit of that. You can search enemy Qorways, which I'm about to do, and you can search neutral Qorways. Neutral Qorways will always give you a level 1 anchor. Friendly Qorways will give you a bunch of random gear up to 1 level below, level of, and 2 levels, 1 level higher, and up to 1 and 2 levels higher, and a mix of nukes and anchors. Enemy Qorways will do the same thing, but they also have a chance to bite back. So I search, and I get a level 1 nuke. I do not get attacked there. Alright, so I got Qorway defensive mechanism is triggered. I lost 4,288 core. Boom! Another thing I do is I recharge things to full. Anchors over time will decay and lose some of their core, and so you need to stop by every day or so to top them up by clicking recharge to full to keep them fully charged. Now another thing you can do is you can actually connect up Qorways via cords. So I'm going to show you how this works here. Now to connect things up, you click the connect button. It looks like a little bit of string there. And now the interface changes to say you're starting a Qorway connection from the particular Qorway, and it tells you the cost. And I think, level 1 Qorways allow you to go up to cost 250 blocks, each one costs 1 core. So the core cost you see down here is the distance and the cost. You can see how the cost continues to climb as I get farther and farther away. Once I exceed 250, it says too far. And so you will not be able to connect anything once you exceed that limit. To exceed that, you need to get a level 2 Qorway to go up to 500. And as Agent Smith says, we may tweak these numbers in the future because it sounds like they might be a little large. And I want to draw a cord, try to connect up this Qorway in that building to this distant Qorway that I smashed earlier to create a corridor. A corridor is when you have 3 Qorways linked up in a triangular shape. This is ultimately how scoring will work, is we're going to look at the area of these corridors, of these triangles, and teams will score points based on the area and based on how active the chunks that those corridors are in.
You can only see the chords and the corridors on the map. So the map is an integral part of this game, right? You cannot play Qorcraft without being able to go to the map. Underneath the corridor, the Qorways that are underneath that triangular area, they get locked up, right? You cannot connect cords to them anymore, and cords can't cross other ones. So there's interesting strategies you can do if you try to block off the other team from making connections, cover up the Qorways. But we could talk about, you started mentioning a little bit the scoring, right? And this is, I expect it to be coming out in about the next week. We have some dev builds of it working. We're going to start with team scoring, so global team scoring. So there's red team and blue team, and what the scores go to that. Eventually, later, we'll have individual scores as well, where you can see what your contribution to the team was, and then we'll have kind of achievements, how many Qorways you've placed, how many you've upgraded, that kind of stuff. But for this first round, to make the game competitive, which I mean it's supposed to be, right? We're adding in team scoring, and like you said, that's what the quarters are for, the triangles. The area that they capture underneath is what determines their score. So, and the busier that area is, the higher the score goes. And it's for each chunk. So each chunk has a minimum score of 1, and then can go up. We expect it'll go to about 5, but who knows? And the area underneath it is summed together, and that's the score that you get.
I'm actually really interested in Qorcraft. This is one of the ideas I had in working with Agent Smith and trying to get this worked through. So I'm happy to play and try to get some attention to it and try to answer people's questions and get people better at it. I recognize it is kind of a complicated game. It takes a little bit of time to figure out, but hopefully you seeing the stream and seeing the video that Agent Smith creates out of it will help people kind of figure out some of the basics. All right, well, it is definitely getting a little hazardous out here, so I think I will call it a day at this point. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed and got your questions answered. And hope to see you all next time. Have a great day.